So training courses this year seem incredibly busy. In fact, I can't remember a year starting quite so busy. We've got both in-house courses all booked up, and we're doing the online courses. And the online courses are flying out the door. I like the online because, of course, you can watch the courses again and again, and you can take them in bite-sized chunks. But you know, you're the guy that designs the courses. What are your thoughts? What do you feel the advantages are about the online training that we do versus the in-class training?
Well, you mentioned two really clear, good, positive points for the online courses, which is, of course, you can take them in your own time. You can revisit them. So people obviously got day jobs. They're maybe doing another job as their main job and tuning on evenings and weekends, or tuning is the main job in the daytime. They haven't got the time to go and spend 5-6 hours watching video or attending the in-class training. So with the bite-size Remap 101 courses, they can learn in their own time. They can learn just a specific topic or concept and then go and apply it on the vehicle in their workshop that's been giving them headaches for 2 or 3 weeks trying to get through that sort of barrier on that particular vehicle, whether it's fueling or turbo pressure, whatever it may be.
I think that's what I like about them, is you can literally watch it live in your own time, and if you're in your workshop or you've got, then literally go and practice that right there and then in the workshop. And if it didn't all necessarily come together as you were expecting, you can go back, watch it again, see what you missed, and keep repeating that process until it's really cemented in. And if you're in a classroom, I guess you don't have that repeatability. So I think, you know, as you say, you can fit it in any time in nice little bite-sized chunks.
Yeah, for the online courses, it's a really big benefit for those that are obviously busy. They've got a normal job as well, whether it's tuning or whether it's something else. Being able to fit it around their schedule and being able to revisit, as we've mentioned. And with the complex nature of a lot of these tuning software programs, now many of them are designed to be very user-friendly, but they are quite complicated piece of software. Being able to go back and revisit where it's that shortcut, or was I having an issue, I put a percentage change instead of an absolute, they can go back and double check those concepts to then go and apply them in the real world.
You make a good point there though, because of course I think when we first initially launched the online training, it was very much on Alien Tech ECM, which is a great piece of software, but the range has now massively expanded, hasn't it? You're covering quite a lot of different software these days.
Well, yeah, there's, I mean, ECM itself, just to mention that as you picked up on that one, that software has grown massively from the first days of us launching the Remap 101 courses for ECM. The latest version of the software has many more features than the original version, and is a very powerful piece of tuning software.
The drivers have massively increased as well, haven't they? I think if someone looked at this software 2 or 3 years ago, certainly 5 years ago, it was quite a different animal then, but now the drivers are massive now. Yeah,
I mean, it's fair to say the original drivers weren't sort of simplistic, but they were very much geared towards a basic stage 1 sort of tune. We've now got drivers that support pops and bangs. They support some additional features and functions. So for testing and R&D purposes, there's some solution options in there. It has a wide range of features now, even the ability to duplicate changes from one vehicle to another within the same software, something that ECM was never capable of doing years gone by.
Yeah, I see that.
And of course, we now have the Stage X software from Magic Motorsport.
And Stage X has come on leaps and bounds. I mean, where was that software 5 years ago? The features and functions crammed into Stage X now, it's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, I mean, Stage X is probably the closest thing to the WinOLS software, which we'll talk about in a second, that you can get for an off-the-shelf piece of tuning program.
And you've got the online courses set
We've
for
got online courses for that as
now?
well, covering both gasoline and diesel tuning on Stage X. But that software is very powerful. So if you think of your ECM Titanium, those drivers that we mentioned, it's almost like advanced drivers. It's got all of that driver information and more. There's injector scaling, you're into Stage 2 changes, capability for many cars as well.
DTCs and function removals.
There's DTCs, yeah, so including your subscription, you get access to your DTCs, so you're not having to pay per DTC you remove.
Yeah.
So that's automated in the system,
Pretty
just select them and add them.
Stuff. And so you have the online courses, gasoline and diesel, again, the same 1 hour bite-sized chunks as you work.
Yeah, so they're broken
through.
down into 1 hour bite-sized chunks, 15-minute lessons, a nice quiz at the end to sort of reinforce the learning points that you've got in there.
So yeah, I mean, I met Magic at SEMA last year, and they were able to talk to me in quite some depth about what they had planned for Stage X. And as I say, I think it's come a really long way. It's a nice piece of software, and if people haven't looked at Stage X before, now I think probably is the time.
Oh, it's probably opportune time for it, yeah. As we know with tuning tools, there's never one tool that does everything you need, and it's very much the same with the software, which is why we support the training for ECM, for Stage X, and of course the WinOLS software as well.
Moving on to WinOLS, of course, the daddy as the software as is often seen as. Again, all online now?
Yep, so all online we have a range of courses from beginner through to intermediate and advanced courses in the WinOLS program, covering diesel, gasoline, and some advanced features. So we've got heavy truck tuning on there as well, and we've got some emission solution stuff coming as well.
Okay, nice. So the online training continues to be expanded. And I think the other big thing about the online training now, which isn't so easy in the classroom, is the foreign language element. It's 9 different languages now for our online training.
Yes, exactly. I can list them all off, but we've got French, German, Spanish, Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese. We also have Greek, Arabic, and we have simplified Chinese as well.
Wow, huge range of foreign language courses. And these aren't subtitles, are they? These are actually spoken language courses in the relevant language.
These are actually in the relevant language. These are translated courses in those relevant languages.
For all 3 of the softwares you've just mentioned?
All 3 of the softwares, yes. And again, we're continuing to expand that range.
I don't think there's a training course or offering anywhere that covers this sort of service I've seen anywhere in the industry.
No, it's completely unique we're offering here. You'll often see some things appear with subtitles. We've all watched YouTube and various things. And
the problem with subtitles is that often the subtitle is exactly where you need to be on the screen, so you can't see what's behind it. And I always struggle. I mean, you watch a foreign language film, I'm either watching the film or I'm reading the subtitle. I struggle to do both. I guess I'm a guy, I don't multitask very well. But I'm either, as I say, reading it or I'm watching it. I struggle to put the 2 together on a complex subject like
that's
this.
just watching a film.
Yeah.
So you think you're just watching a film, there's a picture in the background and some subtitles at the bottom. Well, now we're actually trying to cover complex, in-depth topics, highlighting specific areas, very unique key sequences on the keyboard required to activate a number of those shortcuts and features. You need to be focused on the screen, on the numbers, the functions, and the application of those changes. Think about creating a map in WinOLS, highlighting the data, aligning your own markers.
Getting that with a subtitle isn't going to work.
No.
So I think that's an amazing thing to actually have all these courses now in foreign languages. And I guess as we develop more and more courses, they're all going to be in all of these languages.
Correct,
And these are available now to buy online and download.
Yeah, so we have the range of WinOLS courses online now, and ECM Stage X will be coming in the coming weeks.
Wow, really, really good news. Let's talk about the other option here, in-class training.
Of course.
So where do we train now around the world?
Oh, we train in multiple locations in the US. We train Salt Lake City in Utah, Pflugerville, which I love saying that word, in Texas. That's just outside of Austin in Texas. We also do training in Florida as well. We've got Dubai, of course the UK as well. SEMA, haven't mentioned SEMA. Vegas. So Las Vegas and
Everybody
SEMA
loves
as well.
SEMA, very good. And I think there's also looking this year, I think there's talk about doing Singapore and maybe South Africa as well and other locations. I guess really what you need is a group of people that want to learn somewhere, and I don't want to say you're going to turn up for the opening of a bag of crisps, but you'll be anywhere for anybody if we can get a group together.
That's the key to it, Group of like-minded people looking to cover, whether it's gasoline, diesel or a particular vehicle, it may be a particular tuning concept that they want to cover. Getting a group of people together for that means that we can attend and we can give that in-person detailed classroom training. What
are the advantages of coming in a class, sitting with you face-to-face versus the online courses?
It's a really good question because of course we've talked about the positives and the benefits of the online courses. The in-person courses have their own unique benefits as well. Not only is the trainer, which myself or one of the VTA team, there in person to ask those questions to in real time.
Personal interaction.
But we combine these, obviously we're feasible around the world, with a live workshop and Dyno. So when we're talking about a particular concept, the question may come up, well, how does this reflect on the car? Or how do we log that change on the car to verify and validate what we've just done in the classroom? Well, we can walk to the dyno, apply the file, look at those changes in real time, and then bring those results, those logs, back to the classroom and feed them back in to the changes that we're making into the course.
That must be really powerful training. So sit in a room with a professional trainer, learn the theory, but then take that, actually then go into a dyno room, apply it to a software, load it to a car and dyno test it live as part of the training environment. That's got to be the holy grail of training, hasn't it?
Oh, completely, yeah. It is literally putting the proof of concept into reality, seeing those changes in real time. And importantly as well, when a mistake or an error or maybe the change that you thought from the theory was going to have the desired output and it doesn't, you can then look at the process of how you address that, how you understand it, and how you make changes to overcome that sort of barrier in tuning.
So
and that's really important.
You've made a change in a certain map area, and maybe when you dyno it, you realise actually that the power is going beyond that map area change or something like that, or you've got a little bit of a hiccup or a bit of a hesitation, you can go back and look at what you changed, make a change in the classroom and go back and retest. So you're literally live learning on the job, as it were.
A limiter might be set too aggressively on the curve, so you've designed it to be very aggressive, and that's what your customers are looking for, but actually that's created a little bit of a surge on the turbo. You get an aggressive overboost spike that causes the pressure to drop. Well, you need to come back into the classroom, look at those logs, look at the dyno run, and then smooth out that limiter to change how it delivers the power.
In-class training, that is literally what you have a chance to do.
That is what we have the ability to do,
Okay, and again, what software are you covering in the in-class training?
All the major tuning platforms, so we're covering the ECM Titanium, Stage X, Magic Motorsport, and of course the WinOLS software from EVC.
In different levels again, so basic
again in different levels,
advanced.
So this is another thing as well. So whilst the benefits, for example, of the online tuning are that you can take those online classes at your own time in and around other work, we can still apply those classes in-house as well. So if you're looking to do all those online modules in the classroom, we can do that as well. So we cover beginner, intermediate and advanced tuning courses and concepts in the classroom as well.
So you've trained all over the world. Who are your favourite students and where is your favourite location for training?
Oh, that puts me on the spot. In terms of favourite location, I don't think I've got one because they're all unique in their own way, and it feels like one of those sort of being polite to everyone sort of answers. But anything in a classroom where we've got access to a vehicle, I think that's really key.
Access to a vehicle on a dyno.
On a dyno is
ideal learning experience.
It's not prerequisite. It's not always required. It's not always possible. We've done training courses. We've been flown all around the world to a hotel conference room because that's where all the delegates can get to, and they're short on time, so we do the course where they need it to be done. But of course, the best classroom courses that I like to deliver, my favourite ones, are where we've got access to that dyno. And in terms of students, I think everyone's always been willing to learn, and that's the key thing to it. If you're willing to learn, to ask questions, don't be afraid to raise that hand or ask the question, just shout it out across the room. It benefits not only that person asking the question, but the rest of the group as well. So
I was
often
literally just thinking, as you said that, you're sitting in a room, you want to ask a question, but you're not sure, someone else asks. There must be an element of actually having a group of people that are trying to learn together. You can feed off each other. They might think of a question that you haven't, but you benefit from them asking it.
Yeah, I mean, we think how many vehicles are out there, how many different ECUs, ways to tune, customer requests and requirements. There could be someone in the room who has dealt with that exact example that you want to raise and ask the question about, but you might be too shy to do it. Just ask the question. And then that other member of the group answers it, and it feeds the rest of the course with extra information and knowledge, and helps everyone,
And where can we see the information on these courses? How do people book?
That's a really easy one to answer. On remap101.co.uk, we have all of our online courses listed under our online course heading, of course, and you can use the search options to filter through the different software types and fuel types. And for our classroom courses, our in-person courses, again, there's another filter on there to search through them, but they're listed under our events. So you'll typically see those listed as our SEMA Las Vegas course or our Salt Lake, Utah course on there with the dates and the course sort of itinerary. So the topics we're covering, the concepts, and what the course is really sort of aimed for. So there's typical students. So if you've got a good understanding of EVC WinOLS, for example, but you're looking to advance that sort of base knowledge, still covering some of those base topics and reinforcing the approach and strategy for them, but moving really into your sort of stage 2, bigger turbos, injectors, those sort of things for gasoline, then that's obviously our Utah course, Salt Lake City, where it's an intermediate WinOLS course. All that information's online.
Last question from me. Someone's interested in getting into the next stage. Maybe they're a slave dealer at the moment, or they're buying files in. They want to take the first step into becoming a master and writing their own maps. It can be a bit intimidating, I guess. What is the right software? There's quite a range of software available. What is the right training course? What is the right software? How do people take these first steps, and what advice is available for them?
I think that's a really sort of big question, but a very important one to ask, because people don't know where to start. And if you start with the wrong software, and not that any of the software is particularly wrong to begin with, but if you're just starting to get into tuning and you want to start tuning, let's say, diesel vehicles, stage 1, and that's really all you want to be doing, then it might be Stage X or ECM is ideal. But if you jump straight into EVC WinOLS, that is a very advanced sort of developer level piece of software, it can actually be off-putting.
A little bit intimidating.
Yeah, and it can actually almost sort of close the door to the tuning world as opposed to opening that door. So what we recommend, of course, is obviously look at our site, remap101.co.uk, a lot of information about the courses and the various software programs on there, but also speak to us directly.
Okay, so people can literally give you a call, send an email and say, I need some advice, and the advice is there for them.
So we do what we call a sort of almost like a training consultation. We want to understand what it is that the student's looking to learn, what that change in the business is, what it is you're looking to do from a tuning point of view, the vehicles you want to tune, the level of tuning you want to start offering, what your background is, so we can help advise impartially as to which software is the best one to start with for that journey into learning how to tune.
It's not a case, go to the website, make the choice. It's go to the website, understand what's there, and if you're not sure, literally pick up the phone, send an email, and you'll arrange an online meeting as such.
Yeah, we do phone, we do Teams.
Okay, that's good to know that advice is there. Really appreciate the advice. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.